Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Today I've got two new molds, and it's a funny story behind the molds. So when Irina was here doing a video with me, she was checking out, all the molds that I had to choose from, and all our originals are in the room that she was in. And she saw this dish, and she's like, hey, I've got a dish just like that. I'm like, yeah, I just molded that, and I'm not happy with the mold. I'm not going to probably use it on video. The reason being is I went to pour this the other day, and I was getting it ready, and I saw inside the mold that the pattern transferred. And I'm like, what do you mean the pattern transferred? So this pattern is a little tiny bit raised on this dish. And I'm like, I don't really want to do that. So I was going to scratch it and everything. And she's like, I've got a dish just like that. Well, her son happened to be in the neighborhood and dropped her dish off. This is hers. There's a little bit of a size difference, which is no big deal. But hers doesn't have that. So we molded hers as well. So what I want to do before I scratch the whole idea is pour it. I want to see if I'm going to see that. If it's going to change the pattern or whatever, I'm not sure. I'm interested to see what it looks like. So I know this one's going to be shiny. The outside is going to be matte, but the inside is going to be shiny like a seashell. So I think they're pretty cool. I pulled out two colors that I have not used yet. These are both by Laura's Art Corner, Magic Diamond Multi and White Allium, which also has a color in it. I'm trying to think. I was going to do, yeah, I think I'm going to leave them on these because this one, I'm trying to hide that imprint and that might do it. So I don't know. I'm going to mix up some resin. I know that the resin dispenser video went out a couple weeks ago. I pushed that one forward, so they are out of order. This is the third time I'll be using the resin dispenser, and the first time I'm going to use it on the ounce mark. So I did push those, so if nothing made sense for the past couple weeks, why haven't I been using the dispenser? It's because I pushed that one forward so you guys can see the product, and now I'm just catching up to using it in your life, but not in my real life. I know, it's so confusing, you guys. I have to stay ahead, though. If I don't stay ahead, you guys are not going to get a video every day. So just bear with me and all the time warps and everything I put you through. So again, today's my third day using the resin dispenser, even though you saw the video about 2 weeks ago using it. So let's get over there. I think I'm going to do about, 12. I don't know how much these are going to hold. I'm thinking 8 and 4. Let's start with 12 ounces. See what that does for us. I'm going to use the pressure pot so we don't have to put it through the vacuum chamber today. All right, let's grab some resin. I'm just going to go over a little refresher since it's been a while since you've seen the machine. So you press and hold the power button to turn it on. Oops, I think you have to turn the power on first in the back. There we go. Turn the power button on in the back, then press and hold the power button. Okay, we're going to switch this to ounces this time. So press and hold the tare button, and that switches it to ounces. And the minimum you can do is 2 ounces. And I'd stayed at 1 to 1. So I'm going to put that on there, click tare to get that to 0. So we're going to go to 12 ounces. And tare that for some reason. It's a weight. It measures by weight. That's why I was a little confused the first time, but they assured me 12 ounces. If you're doing ounces or milliliters, it is by volume. It is not by weight. So then you just press the start button. Make sure your cup lines up underneath these nozzles and press the start button, and we're just gonna let it run.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment.
And it's all done. It beeps when it's finished. It's at the 12 ounce mark. So they are correct. Of course they're correct. They created the product. So we got 12 ounces. Let's get mixing.
Touch the sky. Dipped in gold with a stroke of flare. Diamond shine in the midnight air.
While the resin is mixing, let's go ahead and start getting our powders dissolved in resin. So I've got the big cup for the big one, this one for the little one. I'm anxious to see what this looks like in the resin. I know it's got a tint to it. I just don't know. You know what I need to do? I need to make me a little butterfly for the jar. I gotta remember that. Let's see what this has, like a, let's see. Come on. A bluish tint to it. It's gonna be bluish pinkish. Interesting. I don't know if that's enough. Well, we'll see. Let me try this one. Magic Diamond Multi. This one is gorgeous. Look at that. This might be a, oh my gosh, look at that. It looks like all kinds of colors. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see here. When I'm using this mini mixer and timing it, yeah, that's got all kinds of sparkle and color in there. When I'm mixing that one for 4 minutes, what I do, I have this running in the background because it's got the AI timer on it. It's not mixing anything, but at least it's got my timer on there. So I got 1.5 minutes left. So as soon as that's done, we're going to split this. I don't know if it's enough, but we'll see. If I need more, we'll add more. And then I'll start with this one, so it's going on the bottom shelf. And if it comes out, then I have to get creative. Now, Irina said she decoupaged the inside of hers. So that's a good idea. I've never done that before, but it's worth a try if I have to do that. So, okay, I'll come back as soon as this is done. I'm going to clean off my paddles and get them put away before I come back. Scrape your sides and bottom really, really good because you don't want any unmixed, because those mixers do not touch the sides and bottom, obviously. And all the time there's unmixed when I do that, so you don't want your piece to not cure or be soft in spots for that little bit of work. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is start off with about 3 ounces in this one. Get that one poured. I'm not going to fill them up anyway. So I don't know, let's just start with, where am I at here? I had 12. That's 2 ounces. Let's start with that and see if that fills it up. Let's see what this color looks like. Oh, it's like an Aurora mix, green and blue. That is really pretty. That's perfect for a seashell. I don't know what it's going to look like on the matte part of it, but I know the shiny part's going to look nice. And you don't have to put it through a vacuum chamber, like I said, when you're putting it into a pressure pot. We got a paper towel here. And let's just see, that was 3 ounces. I have 9 left. Hopefully. Oh, that is going to be gorgeous. I need to open it up or it's not going to flow nicely. I think I will coat the inside just because I've never used this one before. I mean, there's not a lot of spaces for it to get stuck, but you never know. Pouring your first time, we may have some extras. Whoop, it's full. Definitely have extra. That took about 2 ounces. That's it. I'm going to put some in here so I can have a example glued to my bottle. Okay, that's that one. Little over poured, but that's okay. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have a lot left. Let's do... Oops, I need to mix it. What am I doing here? Do I want to do all of it? That is the question. I don't know. Oh, I think I'm going to need some more powder. What do you think? Maybe not. I guess it depends. It's almost like the same colors. This is just like a glitter type. Like a crushed crystal type. I wonder if I need glue for that. It's very, very, very shimmery in blue and green and purple and pink. I do like that. But I think I want to put a little bit more in there. Let's put some more in. I don't know that this needs to be dissolved because it's like a crushed crystal. Let's try that. I think it's just going to dissolve on its own really easily. Let me get some in this little butterfly before I forget. Not that I can't take it out, but you know what? I don't even think that's going to work because that butterfly is too small. I'm not going to worry about it. I could tell it's going to be the exact same as it is that we pour in there, so I'm not going to worry about that. What did I put in here? 3. So there's 6 ounces in this cup. Let's see what it takes. And this glitter type could very well possibly hide that whole, yeah, that's definitely not enough. That whole pattern. Ooh, I don't even think that the 3 that I have left is going to be enough. Let me put this in here. I might have to mix up some more resin. I don't want to use this because that's going to change the look of it, but maybe it wouldn't be a bad thing. I don't know. I'm going to put it in this cup because I don't want to get glitter all in my silicone cup and not be able to get it out. So let's just get it all out of here. I need my other spatula to get every drop. This gets everything out. You're not wasting nothing. But when you scrape like this, there's a lot of unmixed resin that goes along with it. So make sure when you're scraping like this, you remix your resin really, really well. As you can see down the side, that white, that's not glitter. That's unmixed resin. So, do I want to use what I have there? And I don't know. I don't want to change the look of this. This looks good, but I don't think this is enough. And this was 9 ounces, so this is a large jar. Oh, you know what? It's good. It's good. It's perfect. 9 ounces is perfect. So we have that 1 ounce left. That is awesome. So we'll make, I don't know, let's make a my favorite little vase. Probably only have enough for 1, but that's okay. I'll try to squeeze out 2. Perfect. Gosh, it didn't get any better than that. I didn't even measure them. That's amazing. Let's spritz the top just to help it a little bit. I don't know that we're going to have bubbles around this. It's quite a large. Now, if you don't have a pressure pot, you really do need a vacuum chamber for something like this, because what will happen is this is a large overhang on both of them. When your bubbles are rising from the bottom to try to escape and degas, they get stuck up underneath the silicone. So make sure that you debubble your resin before you use a mold like this, or you could put it into your vacuum chamber and fill it like 3/4 of the way, try to get it out. But even still, when you pour the rest of it in, that's still going to degas as well. So let me get this into the pressure pot and we'll do something with the rest. Pulled out my little vases, but you know what I want to do? I want to add 1 drop of ink. This is Smurf by Octopus Inks. I'm just going to add 1 drop to see if that does anything to the color before let me get a stick here before I pour it in. I want to see if that changes. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. That is stunning. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That was a great idea. Okay, cool. That's going to be beautiful. I'm I'll do the smallest two. Hopefully we can get one set. Got some. This is going to be a very well used mold for sure. The smallest two, that would be this one. Oh my gosh, that is going to be so pretty. Maybe with some pink flowers in there, pink and blue. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I thought of that. I'm sure I'm not the first to think of it, but I'm first in my head. It's because it's kind of like an interference almost. And when you add colors to interference, they make them gorgeous. All right. That's good. Yeah, we have enough for another one. Let's try to get the tall one out of this. Should we? No, I better not. It's hard to gauge. Let's do the smaller two. I think I only had an ounce. And I know this mold holds 2 ounces total between the 4, but each size holds something different, obviously. These are going to be so pretty. I'm so glad we're going to get 2 of them. Oop, that one's a little overfilled. Can I get another one? No. I don't think I can. I don't know. I better not try. Let's do one of my flowers. I bet that's going to be gorgeous in there. Let's do one of these. These always come out pretty. This doesn't take an ounce either. This is like 2/3 of an ounce, maybe. Maybe not even. But I do know this one's going to be gorgeous. Just got to squeeze those bubbles out. Now remember, this was not degassed. I should have, and I totally forgot. Although, it's not too late to put it in the pressure pot. Not those, but this one I can. That way it won't have all the micro bubbles in there. See those bubbles coming up out of there? I want to go up into each petal. Make sure it gets shoved back in there. That'll be good. What do I got left? I have a tiny little bit left. Let me do something with this. Let me see. How about let's try to marble it now. This is the best time to play around with your resin is when you have the extras and you want to practice something on a smaller scale. So let's move this. And let's try to marble. I'll just pull out the water ripple pendant because it's quick and I don't have much. Let's do black. This dye was a little too strong. Let's do the black, this one. I'm going to put it in a smaller cup though, so I can control it more. And a lot of you want me to try using a dotting tool or something thinner than my stick to swirl it. So that's what I'm going to do for you. Because a lot of times I do lose the color. And I don't know if it's from the stick or not, but you know what? Let's try. Let's try it. All right. Oh, I've got a dotting tool right here. Everything's covered in resin. Okay, let's do... This will be really pretty if it works. Actually, no, I don't want that dotting tool. I'm just going to use a scribe. It's a little bit thinner. I'm going to put 1 drop because I don't want to overtake. Oh, if that works, that's going to be so pretty. There's 1. This one won't have as much, but it doesn't matter. And then let's do 1 more. Let's do this one. And we still have more. Let's do a circle. Gonna be gorgeous. Get that out here. It's amazing how many pendants you can get out of scrapings. And that's it. All gone. Exciting. I'm very excited to see these new molds. All right, pressure pot for the next 5-6 hours, I think. Then I will do heat mat for about an hour and a half and cool them down, and then we'll unmold everything. Here's the comment of the day. Okay, they are time to come out. A lot has happened today since we poured this. So we have an extra turtle here and some extra pendants. So my friend Alan was over. He's like the river table king that I've ever met. He's instructing me and training me how he does his river tables. So we're doing one at my house, and that is what this came from. So we had an extra 2 ounces, and this color was Blue Viper by Dianca Pours. He fell in love with it. Never seen a color like that before, so that was pretty cool. He was excited. A couple things came in the mail today, so we're gonna get to this in the next day or two. Spring Ripples Whispers of the Wild, sorry. So this will be April's box. It feels really packed full, so I'm excited for that. I received my second pressure pot in the mail from Amazon today. I ordered the 5-gallon. Oh my gosh, that thing is big. And now I'm wondering if I'm going to keep it because it has to sit on the ground, and I don't know. It came with wheels, but it's huge. It's way bigger than the one that, the first one. So I'm excited about that. I hope I can keep it. Anyway, here's the butterfly I've already glued onto the bottom. It's basically too small to see the color. But that's okay. Let's get these out. Let's see. Well, these are the Blue Viper, which is gorgeous. Love this color. So pretty. I just had to scrape it into something. I did put some into my giveaway mold as well. Here's the marbled ones. Nice. I like it. That one's pretty too. A piece of glitter in there. That one's good. And that one's the best. Oh, I like that one. Look at the blue iridescence in there when you turn it. You could see that iridescence shining through it. I hope you could see that because it's so little. All right, let's get this one out. This is my flower mold. I did put this in the pressure pot. So that's pretty. That's really nice. I might make a bag tag out of it or something. I just need to trim a little piece off of there, wherever that came from. Let's get this one out. This is from Into Resin. This is one of their turtle molds that I haven't used forever, and it held, I had 2 ounces left. It held like 1.5, which I thought this was bigger than that. So I should use this more often for extras because it is so cute, but I thought it was always bigger. I thought it was like 3. So now that I know it's like 1.5, 1 3/4, I could use this a little bit more. So there's the little turtle. Let's get these out. Look at those with that drip of the blue. I do like it. We're gonna jazz these up with some dried flowers, make them a little set. When I have sets like this, I do put them on eBay and they get snatched up pretty fast. So you guys apparently like them. So I'm gonna continue to put them on there when I have them. Those are so pretty. I love that blue color it came out. 1 drop of alcohol ink in there. All right, well, I hope these are cool enough to come out. Now this one, remember it had the matte outside and the shiny inside. Oh yeah, I could get these out. No problem. I took them out of the pressure pot after it was a lot less time. It was like 4 hours, and then I did 2 hours on the heat mat. That looks nice. That is the matte side. Oh man, I got 3 little bubbles right there. Crazy. See, I told you it's not like 100% every time. And that, well, the original glazed piece, they must have dripped glaze because it's a little shiny right there, but that's okay. Look at that color. This would look good in so many colors, so many ways. I don't know that it would look good in alcohol ink though. We'll have to try that. Because of the matte finish on the outside, I don't I don't know what it would look like in alcohol ink. We'll try it though. I'm going to keep this one out. It's only 2 ounces, so easy to try. Even with extras, that's a great extras mold for 2 ounces. I just thought of that. Okay, let's get this out and see if we could see what I saw in the mold. I don't think we're going to be able to because of the glitter. Oh no. Well, if you look at an angle, you can definitely see it. But look at that dish. I'm not too, like, at an angle you can see the fish and everything. So yeah, but the sides of this one is shiny. So maybe you could do something over it. I'm thinking about, she said she decoupaged this. I'm thinking about doing that to this, but I'd hate to cover up that glitter. But I've never decoupaged before, ever. But I really hate to cover up that glitter. It didn't sink. I didn't put glue in there. So that's so interesting. Should I try it? Should I try it on one of them? I don't know. I've never done it before. I don't even know if I have napkins. I'll have to look and see if I have something. Give me just a few minutes. Let me figure out what I'm going to do, and I'll be right back.
Last mold poured at 9 o'clock. Coffee cup with a lipstick mark. Ring light humming, camera on. She's still going, days been long. 2 seashell trays on the table. Opalescent shine like a fable. Tiny waves in a frozen swirl. Setting pearls like a beachside girl. Oh yeah. Michelle at glitz and glitter. Hand shine, heart on fire. Turning little things to treasure in that cozy cluttered wire rack empire. Thank you, Jesus, for the viewers. Every click, every kind remark. She's serving you with a resin dreams in that studio after dark. She's got 2 small vases sitting, soft pastel she ain't forgetting. Tucks dried flowers and one by one, like bouquets that won't be done. She whispers, Lord, you see this too. I make it all to point to you. Every swirl, every gentle hue is a quiet hallelujah through and through. Michelle at glitz and glitter. Hand shine, heart on fire. Turning little things to treasure in that cozy cluttered wire rack empire. Thank you, Jesus, for the viewers. Every comment, every heart. She's serving you with steady hands while you're mending every part. From the shells to the pearls to the flowers, you're the reason, you're the power. If they see her joy, let them see you too. In every tray, every vase she holds up to you. Yeah. Michelle at glitz and glitter. Hand shine, heart on fire. Turning little things to treasure in that cozy cluttered wire rack empire. Thank you, Jesus, for the viewers. Every soul on the other side. She's serving you in glimmering grace with you standing by her side.
I'm back in the New York groove. Here's the pendants, flatback bales. I really like that one. That one came out really nice. Drilled a hole into this one, made it a little keychain, didn't do anything else to it. All I did with this little guy was put the star in silver so you could see that it's a star on his back. Otherwise, that is a gorgeous blue. I love that blue. Here's the cute little vases. all blinged up and ready to go to a home. So pink and blue go together really nicely. That's those. You can even put magnets on the back because they're not very heavy and they will fit on a magnet on refrigerator or whatever. Here's the seashells. So I could not find any in my stash without going to the store. Any napkins, thin paper, anything to decoupage. So I scratched that idea. So I decided to put some seashells at the bottom, and I pulled these out. I just got these from Laura's Art Corner, Sparkle Diamonds, and I just glued a few in there just to give it a little bit of sparkle, because these are not flat back like normal rhinestones. They are diamond shaped. So I was like, what can I do with them? So that's what I did. So I just glued a bunch, and then I went around the trim with silver just to outline that edge. So that's really pretty. And then here's the big one. I bling this one up a little bit more. I put more in. I put some pearls in there, put the little diamonds in, a starfish there, and then I painted this whole section silver, but I didn't like the way the silver looked because it didn't go on smooth enough for me. So I just covered it with rhinestones instead of scrubbing. To get this off when it's dry, it is really hard. That paint pen, it's so hard to get off. So I'm like, I am not scrubbing it. So I just went and glued rhinestones on the edge. So it just made it look prettier anyway. So that's that. You cannot really tell. Oh, it must be a different color piece of sparkle in there. You can't tell. If I didn't tell you that that imprint was on here, you most likely wouldn't know. So we do need to pour these again. I'll still sell the mold. Just make sure you read the description box. Hopefully you'll read it, because I will disclose that that imprint is in there. And this is the imprint again. It's just some coral and a couple of fish. But like I said, I think when we pour this in a mica powder or in an alcohol ink, maybe I'll do this one in a mica and this one in alcohol ink, because I'm anxious to see the matte against the shiny in the alcohol ink. And I'm bet you any money you're going to see that design in a mica powder. And at that point, I better go to the store and see if I can find some really pretty napkins so I could decoupage this. I've never decoupaged in my entire life. Not even sure how to do it. I bet there's a tutorial out there for that, so I better check it out. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. I hope to see you again tomorrow. I'm going to stick around for those pictures. I will see you then. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story.